Hi, my name is Emma. This is my first video on this channel, and this is my digital diary with ADHD. I'm excited and I'm pretty nervous. I don't really have a plan necessarily going into this. Like I said, ADHD, this was a spur of the moment idea. And let me just say, if you're looking for a channel that's like consistent to the point of like posting weekly or like some form of content at a set time on a schedule, I'm not the channel for you. Yeah, so this is essentially gonna be my vlog account because I have one on my TikTok, but nobody really wants to watch a video that's more than 5 to 7 minutes long if it's not on YouTube. So I figured, why not give it a shot? Just a forewarning, this is my first time doing any of this stuff. I don't expect to make like a kind of career or anything or like make money. If I do, that'd be nice, but I don't think I'm going to. I think this is just gonna be more of a hobby thing. So it's all recorded on my phone. It's all gonna be either edited on my phone or on my iPad. It's not gonna be official or anything. So if the quality of the camera isn't that great, if the lighting isn't always that great, if the sound isn't always that great, it's because I am in no way a professional and I'm not trying to do this at a professional level at all. I'm just here to have fun and live my life. Now, I'm gonna say the words that little me is gonna be so proud that she finally gets to say officially. But hey guys, it's Emma. Welcome to my channel. So I'm gonna get right into why I wanted to make this video and why I made this whole channel in the first place and what was the kickoff to this whole adventure. I just graduated high school. Yay! And I am going to college, but I live close enough to the college that I'm going to. So I'm not gonna be living on campus because my mom also works there. So I get free tuition. So if I live at home, free tuition, free room and board, no student loans. So that's pretty dope. And because I'm not living on campus and not exactly getting the college life, to make up for it, I'm moving out of my old room that I've lived in almost my whole life, and I'm moving into this room, the bathroom that's connecting over there, and another room that's connected to that bathroom. And I made this video because this room has not been cleaned out in a while, and my mom just cleaned out all of it, and everything that's left is up to me to decide if I want to keep. And it's ready for me to mold it into what I'm expecting. And that means everything that was in the other room, which was our old guest room, has to go into my room, my old one. So now I have to move everything out and get it in here. So that's gonna be what we're starting today. This room, I'm gonna make kind of like the hangout room, like just like a living area. I want it to be really dope, really chill, where if I have sleepovers, this is where we'll be spending most of our time. The bathroom's obviously gonna be the bathroom. And then there's my actual bedroom that's connecting that I've already got pretty set up. It's looking pretty cute. I just need to make some finalizing touches. But this room is an actual trip for me because I really want it to be perfect. And my aesthetic changes a lot. So I want it to be something that I'm gonna love for a long time. And just so you guys get like kind of the vision, I'll put like, if I can figure out how to do it, I'll put Pinterest pictures over here somewhere of like the inspo that I'm thinking. But I want like tapestries on the walls. I want lots of art decor. I never want to have to use the big light again. I'm a very like, what's it called? Like lots of other little lights kind of girl. I really want stained glass lighting, colored lighting. Hopefully gonna get some LEDs up in here. Yeah. So let's get at it. I have 2 really big moving boxes because I have a lot of stuff in my room and I need to get rid of a good amount of it. So I'm gonna try and get rid of a bunch of stuff, and then my brother's gonna get first pick of what he wants, then my friends get to have at it. If anybody else decides they want something, good for them, and then the rest of it's getting donated. And And today I'm thinking we're gonna head in my room and we're gonna start on my books, because as you can see, I've got 2 bookshelves there. I've got another one right over here, and I already have 2 in my old room. So I'm really kind of wanting to turn this side of the wall into like a big book wall. Like I want my bookshelves to line the wall, because I wish that I had the library from Beauty and the Beast, and that's gonna be like my little mini version. So I need to first figure out all the books I'm keeping, all the books I'm giving away, and which bookshelves are gonna go on, how to organize it, all that. So that's what we're gonna do today. Here we go. Okay, if I were to show you guys the state of my room right now, it would look like I am not being well taken care of by my family. Because of that, I'm not going to show you guys because it's extremely messy. I might consider it to do a before and after, but it is very, very messy. And this line right here, my old LED strips that have been falling down since I have not been occupying this room. The only part of this left is what you can see right there, and that's it. They're all not on the wall anymore, so I have to take that down. But yeah, you're set up on one bookshelf right now. So I think I have my box right here, and I think I'm gonna start pulling out the books that I don't want to keep and putting them in there. And then all the books I do want to keep will get moved into the other room. So let's go. Now that I'm down here and thinking about transportation, I'm thinking that I'm actually probably gonna put all the books that I do want to keep in this box, and that's how I'm gonna take it into the other room. Then I'll empty it there, come back, take all the ones that I don't want, and pack it all up, because that seems a lot easier to me. I don't know. Okay, those are all the books from that, like, this is like a mini shelf, bookshelf that I have. They're like the actual books that I want to keep, because this I have also a lot of like yearbooks and stuff on it. So we're gonna move to the tall bookshelf I have on the other side of my room, and we're gonna empty that one. Just in case you guys are wondering, like I said, I'm filming on my phone, so it's kind of hard to show you, but this is how many books are in there so far. And besides one of them, every single one of them is a horror book, in case you guys don't know what kind of books I like. We have successfully filled the box. Now the question is, can I get it from this side of the house to the other side of the house? So I actually just ripped the cardboard trying to pick that up. It's very, very heavy. So I think dragging is the way we're gonna do it. Okay, we got it in the room. Okay, but my bookshelves are still trashed. So I need to clean them off and create a path so that I can get them out and into the other room so I can set up all of my books. And I want to see how bare they are before I decide how many of the books left over I'm giving away. Okay, she's all dusted, she's clean. I'm thinking the easiest way to do this would to be taking out all of the shelves so that it's just the border of the bookcase and drag it out like that. So we're gonna try that. Okay, if you're still unsure by what I meant when I said that I'm not very consistent and I have really big ADHD, forgot to film a lot. This is where we're at right now. And this is the bookcase that I was cleaning out. And I'm about to move it to be right here, but it might block the opening of that door. And there's a couple suitcases in there that I have to get out. But it's a very scary looking door, and it's a very scary looking attic. Okay, so this is what we're sitting with right now. I'm gonna put books in it, obviously, but this one, I know that it would be a weird place for it, but I think I'm gonna put my jewelry there, because if you see, it has these command strips and hanging things. And I don't have a lot of jewelry organization, but then I have this whole shelf that I could put stuff in it for. So I'm just gonna set up the bookshelves and we'll see how this goes. Okay, y'all, it is the next morning and I was just editing that video and realized that I didn't record a good leaving spot. And I'm going to show you all the work that I did last night as I finished it out a bit. But it's definitely not done. And my best friend is coming over today and she's probably going to help me fix it up a little bit more. So let me show you everything. Okay, so over here I set up I have a strawberry lamp that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I put a pink light bulb in it and I absolutely adore it. I just put a couple of stuffed animals and pillows on this couch. I'm gonna get a new couch slip and I need to get couch cushions for the back so it's not as boring. Ignore this is where I was editing the video. This is just my dumping ground right now because I hung up this, not even too sure what it is. I just had it in my old room, so I hung it up as a tapestry. And I have this blanket that I also hung up. I hung up this I got for Christmas. It says, "In a world full of princesses, be a witch." I have my Scream one. I also have one for Friday the 13th that I'm gonna hang up. And over here is where I had a bunch of screws and stuff so I can do it. This is the bookshelf that I dedicated to horror, and I'm going to Barnes & Noble tomorrow to hopefully get a couple more to add to it. And then this is the big bookshelf. Like I said, I've already started setting up some of the jewelry here. This is just kind of my random shelf. I have some miscellaneous books, and then I have my dictionaries and thesaurus. Right here, I have my classics. There's Emma by Jane Austen, Oliver Twist, Pride and Prejudice. I'm gonna put Gatsby in here. This is all my fantasy from when I was a kid. This is Keeper of the Lost Cities, the book series I loved when I was a kid. This one's kind of empty. It's just got some snacks, extra blankets, the Gilmore Girls and Friends DVDs, my tarot cards, and then it's got my record player on top of it, and my grad gift from my boyfriend, which is a CD he burned of songs that remind him of me. And then, just as one final touch, I hung up my biggest homecoming mom that my boyfriend's sister made for me last year for my senior year. And then I have my purse hanging on this big ladder thing that I've got some blankets draped off of. And that's everything for right now. But like I said, we're not done. My best friend's gonna come over and help me today. And I'm probably gonna put that part in a new video. So you guys stay tuned for part 2. And thanks for watching.